Alright, so as now previously my previous video I was able to show you guys one of my favorite Kamen Rider series which is Kamen Rider Revice, and my small hopefully growing growing collection of merch for Kamen Rider Revice. But before this, I like to show a figure set that I have. It's also a Kamen Rider series, and it's from SHFiguarts. Now it is Kamen Rider Ghost. Kamen Rider Ghost is the 2015 rider of 2015 is the rider of 2015, and he is the 17th rider of the Heisei era. So again, the Heisei era is a 20-year period wherein there was a rider every year for 20 years since 1990 to 20 to until 2020. And the Kamen Rider Ghost series came started from 2015 to 2016, and the theme is ghosts. What happens is the rider has like a ghost that becomes his suit, and this is Kamen Rider Ghost. So Kamen Rider Ghost is looks a bit like a punk with a jacket. His gimmick is basically a ghost that would be the jacket, and he has the horns. Now, articulation wise, it's not as articulated as others, but because of the jacket, because of the jacket there, as well as some parts a bit, well, it still works, but it the jacket itself restricts a bit of the movement. His belt gimmick is an eye, so they have different types of eyes that attaches to the belt and gives him different abilities. Uh, it's not as gaudy as the other Kamen Riders. A lot more simple, which also why I like this. His look, his story is fine. It's just basic. It's some. I like the story, but it's just fine for me. But I do like the aesthetic, and I do like his initial color scheme. So this is the one that they use for the press. So the jacket, you can't take the jacket off, but his arms, the jacket sleeves are incorporated. So now his secondary rider looks almost like him. It's just different color. It's called Kamen Rider Spectre. Actually, for me, it actually looks better. He has two horns. He also basically has the same outfit as Ghost, but in the blue color. Basically the same belt as well, and he looks a bit more. He looks a bit more. I think he looks a bit more ghosty, and started out as an antagonist as well, but ended up with Kamen Rider Ghost. Actually, he looks more like a. Sometimes there are some series that the secondary rider looks a lot better than the primary rider, but this is the primary rider, Kamen Rider Ghost, and this is Kamen Rider Spectre on the SHFiguarts. So they're very hyper articulated, and the details are just so nice. I can look. They look more like the Tron characters, the Tron players. So it's really good and one of my favorites as well in terms of looks because they're simple. Actually, they look more like a wrestling tag team, right? You can just if you can think of those Mexican luchadors, so it's like a Mexican tag team. And but one thing that I'd also like to bring is that some most Kamen Rider series is after having the series or the season, they have movies in between or before and after. It's a great way to integrate the ending rider with the coming rider. They usually do that, so it gives continuity to the audience at the same time. It's also to market the next rider. But this one is a special movie wherein it celebrates the 45th anniversary of Kamen Rider. Since again, Kamen Rider had three eras: Showa, Heisei, and now the Reiwa era. And the 45th year coincided with Ghost, with Kamen Rider Ghost. They did that with Kamen Rider Revice being the 50th year, and also for Force. So um, they had a special movie in this, and what's special with it is that they brought in the OG, the OG character, the OG Kamen Rider, the first Kamen Rider Ichigo, into the movie. So the Kamen Rider series started in 1971. So you could say that he's already old. This movie happened by 2026, 2016. I mean, and what they did was they made a special suit for the original actor. Since the original actor is already old, and he's already not as slim as he used to be, they made a suit. They made a suit for him, which is a bit more bulky, since it's added bulk. And the figure is also bulkier than the normal Kamen Rider figure. But of course, since it's an action figure, it looks like a fit guy. But if you're gonna see the movie, it's called Kamen Rider One, and they brought the original guy and made the suit for him. So in the movie itself, he's a little bit chunkier, but it's a great way. It's a great way to bring back the old, for nostalgia, and it's a great looking suit. It's a great looking suit. Made it more modern, more paddy, and it's one of my. I bought this. I started with the figure. Started with Kamen Rider Ghost, and then when I saw and I saw this and I saw the movie, I had to have the figure. Uh, it's so great. It's so nice. It's bulkier. Looks more like a Kamen. It's not a slim, and it's current. I've posted in his original Henshin post, which is transform. So this is what it looks like, and he still has his um, iconic bandana scarf that he uses for the original one. I'll do another series with Kamen Rider Ichigo, because I don't have the higher end SHF one, but I do have the one that's a two pack. It comes with him and his motorcycle. I actually have the second one, Kamen Rider Nigo, as well. It's a curious story and what happened to them. But but I'm very happy that I have Kamen Rider Ichigo, or Kamen Rider One, for this movie, and this is a special character for the movie, only for the movie, and he never came back for the other series anymore. So this is his signature henshin pose. This is the signature henshin pose that he had in the 70s. So it's I also back back in the display place, also displayed in his original henshin pose. So it's actually, the henshin is basically like for them to transform. So every Kamen Rider, regardless of era, would do their transformation. Would start with transformation by shouting or even mentioning henshin, and that's where they transform. Um, and this is basically the main style that he would use. Now every series would have their own way of henshin, but a lot of them would still have a variant of this pose. So basically, he is OG. He is the OG Kamen Rider, but with an updated costume, since he's old. He's a little old. You can see actually in the film, you can see that his face is really a lot, well, has put on a lot of weight. So you can see that his costume is a bit bulky already. But it's a great figure. It's a great figure. Very detailed. This is actually very very fragile, and uh, the figure, they were able to. They even have the old flaps for the. It used to be a jacket, because it's in the 70s. So his costume is a lot simpler. It's just basically a jacket. So they had those designs, and they still brought the design back. So it's a great way to update what is a classic costume, and just like to share this with you. I enjoy this, talking about some of the figures I have, because just to share how happy I am with the figures, and I hope that if you if you like to comment or anything, please do. But I just like to share these figures. It's something that I really enjoy, and I hope that you enjoy this. Again, the series, the movie is called Kamen Rider One, and the Kamen Rider in that series is Kamen Rider Ghost, or the 2020, 2025, 2015, 2020, no 2015 Rider. So there, I hope that you enjoy. I hope that you're able to see these figures. They're really nice figures. If you'd like to buy them, you can buy them in Japanese stores, online. Sometimes in face, I do tend to find a lot of mine in Facebook groups. Since they're already pretty old, they're already, they've been almost more than 7 years already, 8 years already since the last time the series has been released. So, and there's not much updates on Kamen Rider Ghost anymore. So, they might be a little bit harder to find. It actually took me a long time to find Kamen Rider Spectre as well. So, there. So I do hope that you enjoy those figures, and happy collecting for collectors, and for people who like to collect will enjoy, and enjoy your hobbies.